So we start by, if you want to, you can take off your shoes, which I have done, but you don't have to. The thing about mindfulness is there's no pressure, there's nothing to get right or wrong, there's nothing that's like we're not doing it good enough. It can really be difficult to connect with at first because it's one of the most helpful things that we've found for rewiring our brain in terms of expectations and judgments and having thoughts of like, I'm doing this wrong or I'm not doing this enough or what do people think. It's been really good for removing judgments like that. But to retrain your brain to not make them, it kind of clashes up against them at first. So for the first while, I found that it was quite difficult for us to get into it without feeling those judgments and those expectations. I'd think I was doing everything wrong, or I'd think like I'm not breathing right, or I'd think like, am I doing this movement right or wrong, or am I supposed to be doing it more? Especially because at first we weren't that connected to our body. This has helped us become much more connected with our body. Notes and mindfulness next. Mindfulness spiel first. So for a lot of like, we could move quite quickly and we could need quite an extreme sensation in order to feel like we were doing anything. And actually, what mindfulness is really about is just bringing non judgmental self awareness and self compassion to the current moment and experiencing your reality in this current moment as much as you can, as safely and as comfortably as you can, without having expectations of it and without it being like it's not no pain, no gain. It's not like you have to do things to extreme for it to be able to work. So it's very counterintuitive for a lot of the trauma that we've had. And I think that's one of the reasons it's been so beneficial in the way it rewires our brain to think. It's also one of the things that made it hard to engage with at first. So if you watch these videos and you find that it's difficult to engage with, you have thought like, this is stupid, why am I doing this, why would this work? It's completely normal. We had them too. And they're just internalized judgments. And if you feel like it and you are able to sit with it and just notice those, and maybe if you want, just label them as judgment, thoughts, distractions, then you're practicing mindfulness just by bringing non-judgmental awareness to the thoughts themselves. So it's okay if thoughts like that come up, and really we just notice when they come up. And whenever our mind wanders, it's totally normal. We just congratulate ourselves for noticing, because by noticing, you're already employing mindfulness. Everything that we say is just a suggestion. And if we say something and it doesn't feel like that's right for you, or it doesn't feel like your body's comfortable doing that, just listen to your body and do whatever feels right. So feel free to disregard suggestions that don't feel like they're right for you right now. If we bring focus to a part of the body that feels uncomfortable, then feel free to try and find somewhere else you can find comfort. If you've got pain in your leg and we happen to be talking about it and you notice that, you could maybe shift your focus to a part of your body that's experiencing comfort and just be aware of what those different sensations are like, but be prepared to move to a place that feels more comfortable, because it's about prioritizing our comfort. I think that is the spiel done.